Charles Oakley played 19 NBA seasons with 6 teams, including the Raptors for 3 years. But it's those early days on his first club, the Chicago Bulls, where he earned the reputation as a ride-or-die teammate, a court cop, a protector to close friend Michael Jordan. And you can read all about it, his long, strange trip, in his new memoir, written with legendary sports writer Frank Isola. It's called The Last Enforcer. And we say good morning now to Charles Oakley. Sir, it's a pleasure to speak to you. How are you?
Good morning. Good.
Look, I got to know, why was this the right time to write this memoir with the help of Frank Isola? I mean, do you keep notes and journals and that kind of stuff, or was it all sort of from your dome?
All in the dome. I've been doing a lot of, talk show podcasts, last 4 or 5 years. And I think that, people have been questioning this, questioning that. I just want to get the story out. And I had a choice between 5 writers. I knew Frank. He agreed to do it, and I said, "Let's get it done, and let the whole world know what's going to be in this book." It's a really exciting book, easy to read, and you can enjoy this book.
It is, and I enjoyed going through it. Let me tell you, Michael Jordan, he wrote a very heartfelt foreword to the book, basically saying, you're the one person on the planet that he would want in the foxhole with him if the war breaks out. That's got to feel really good. And what's your relationship with Michael Jordan like now? How's it evolved?
Well, the forward speak for itself. I don't think no one's going to put their life on the line if they're not really, tight with a guy, know a guy. So in this book, we talk about different stories. We talk about our life together, Chicago, off the court. But it was great for him to do that. That to go to show you the respect we have for one another.
Charles, I'll say, I love to watch you play here in Toronto. Even if I had the cheap seats, I could always hear you on the court. You got a voice that's unmistakable, and you like to use it out there, too. What are your fondest memories of being a Raptor and being here in Toronto?
Well, Toronto's great. Only problem I had was the first when I came to play there, get through the border. They stopped me for 7 hours, but besides that, the fans is great food. The arena, the fans is like one of a kind. I just had a ball there. They embraced me. And I just told them when I got there, we'll get better every year, and we did.
What would have been more satisfying in a game for you, looking back in your career, win or lose? Would it have been getting a triple-double or imposing your will on the opponents enough to see that genuine look of fear in their eyes to challenge you in the paint?
Well, always a win. I think that when we played in Houston in the finals, the important games, in any time of life, when you challenge someone, when you're playing football, basketball, anything, you always want to win. Triple-double is nothing because a W is more important because, you won a game, you can advance, you might win a championship. But in the book, we talk a lot about all that stuff. So, I always want to win. Forget stats.
Let's talk about today's NBA. Charles, the game's radically different than the one you played, and it wasn't that long ago. Center
Right.
play is all but eliminated, position play. It's a lot of trays versus, a lot of work in the paint. Do you recognize the NBA today from the one you played?
I recognize them because it's a basketball, it's a hardwood court, and 2 rims still on the court. But it's different. It's a 3-point game. It's a new space now. Younger kids, they playing like kids. So let them have their fun. And, the NBA ain't going nowhere. It's billion-dollar business, and they making a lot of money. So that's what they worry about, the money.
Yeah. Charles, you were such a fierce competitor out there, right? You were always playing 100% all the time, and you played a little angry. Where did that come from? Where does your drive come from?
My drive comes from my grandfather. Growing up watching him doing so much and, staying tough at all the time and taking care of 8 kids. He raised 8 kids and just helped everybody around him. He always tried to help make sure everybody was, safe and okay. And, just watching him and I'm still in that, here's some of his hard work, and it's rubbed off to me as I talk about him in my book.
Right, yeah. What a great legacy. Last question, Charles, what's your spring and summer plans? What's Charles Oakley doing going forward?
Going forward, keep producing this book, The Last Enforcer, working on maybe a movie or a document, some compared to the movie, to the book, and just try to enjoy life, stay strong, and, hey, keep being successful.
Awesome. Charles Oakley, we miss you in Toronto, let me tell you. We could use a little of you right now as we sit in the middle of the pack. Charles Oakley, the book's called The Last Enforcer. It's an awesome read with Frank Isola and a foreword by your friend Michael Jordan. We're so happy to have you here today, and have yourself a great day, okay, Charles Oakley?
Thanks for having me. You
Thank
too.
you. All right.